Here is a broken Phillips 200CW monitor. It doesn't power up. I'm going to fix this monitor. If you want to watch me do that, make sure you watch the video. Won't take too long. Go on, watch it. And subscribe and click the bell icon and stuff. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell icon as well, so you get to see my future videos. I repair all kinds of things, you know, whatever I have been working on at the time. It may be a monitor, it may be a piece of test gear, which is what I tend to lean towards. But anything I get my hands on, I'll fix. So make sure you subscribe and click on the bell icon. If you don't get notified, you don't get told about when I do a new video. So it's very important to click on that bell icon. Also share the video too, if you're the only one that is interested in repairs or electronic stuff. Share it around. You know, you can share this on social media, and that also helps me to grow the channel too and spreads the love a little bit. Oh, so I'm giving this monitor to look at here, and it basically, apparently it doesn't have power. Well, that's kind of true. Now, turn the power on, and we see we have a power light flashing. So there is some kind of power. But if I push the button in, nothing. Completely dead. No life. You know, try pushing it longer. Still nothing. Pushing other buttons. Nothing's working. So it looks like it's got one of the power rails working. So probably a 5-volt rail is operating, but some other rails have gone down. So that's what it looks like. So we'll pull this apart and we'll have a look and we'll see what we can find. First things first is figure out how to get into it. It looks like it's probably a case of lifting off the rear casing. Possibly, if that's with the joiners. I mean, obviously you've got the metal casing in there, so that has got to come out some way. Whether this separates here, or whether it separates on the back or on the front, I'm not sure. I think it separates here, actually. I can see that moving here on that edge. Whereas I don't seem to be getting the same thing on the front, on the back here. So I think that's one piece there. Let's get a spudger. And let's give it a bit of a lever and see if anything moves. No, that's a single piece. There's no kind of flexing here. So I think that's part of the moulding. Can I get this foot off the back here? I don't know. It's like a pushing thing. Yes, no, maybe? I don't know. Not sure how it goes together. Don't know. Oh, we'll leave it on. Probably won't matter. So, let's flip it over, just for the sake of ease of access. So, let's try spudging this out. So yeah, that's definitely separating there. Don't like using metal if unless I can avoid it. Just metal gets in there quite nicely to start off with. So it's running down, but it's not just separating. It's not actually unclipping it by doing that. Might need a bit more help. There we go, that one's unclipping. Here we go. This one's actually wearing through. Or is it just dirty? I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's dirty. Probably would have gunk out to join this plate here. Come on, pop out. Get a wider one. A bit of stress on the plastic. Here we go. Just go down to where it gets tight and then lever it out. Usually once you get most of them out, then it gets a lot easier. Gets a bit some flexibility in it. Gets a bit of stress. Now, how's that bit done? This could be interesting to stand it on here. Come on, pop off. This base is in the way. Come on. Quite sure that's done. There must be a joiner on there. I'll come back once I've got this bit off. I think it's a bit tricky. I've definitely released the clips. I still won't pull off, so I thought I'd have a look around the back here because it felt like it is held in by something, not a clip. So it's got this little cover here which pops off the back, so I'll actually get the foot off now. So I'll get that out, but there's a little screw down there, so I think that's what's holding the front panel on. So we'll get this foot off first, then we'll go from there. I'll probably have to lay it down actually. Hopefully it doesn't push the front panel bezel back in again. Right, out of the way. So I've got this screw here, I think that's what's holding the bezel on the front. Pretty sure that's what it is. Get the screwdriver. Right, let's give this another go. It's definitely released, it just doesn't want to come up. More thinking needed. Okay, so I've got one side off here, there's definitely another clip, but it goes onto the metal frame down there. So it's like you have to go that way and this way at the same time. Anyway, so I've got one off, so hopefully now I can wiggle left one off and it will come off. But yeah, it's not the best bloody system on there, trying to get that out. I think I just need to force it enough. Really, just, there we go, gotcha. Now, this control panel here has also got a circuit board there, and there's the wires. So I need to try and figure out about how to get off. So it's got a plug, that's convenient. There we go. So that's the bezel off. All it's just to get to the back of the power supply. Anyway, that's typically how they're made. So now we've got the obviously the bare LCD there, so we've got some screws down here which will take it out of this plastic surround and the actual housing. So there's also this other board here which it looks like I've got I might be able to leave it in place, I just can't quite see. I have to take this plug off that's here, that plug there, I think that's got to come off. Then I can get that, just leave that board in there maybe, and worry about the rest of it. So there's 4 screws on the outside of the housing and that plug, so I'll get that plug off after I've got these screws out, because I might need the room to actually move it. This isn't one of my screens, this belongs to a friend of ours, and they've actually got 2 screens. They give me 2 screens because both of them aren't working. And the other one's completely dead, there's no lights on it whatsoever. But this one was the last one I tested, so I thought, oh, I might as well start with this one. So, get the fingers under there somehow. Spudgered. Spudgered the rest of it again. Maybe. Not sure, maybe I'll just tip it forward. Come on. It's like clips around the sides as well, I think. Right. So once you know how the thing comes apart, it gets a lot easier, but figuring it out as you go. These aren't the best tweezers, these ones are some cheapy crappy ones that are in this bag here. Right, so that's the panel out. So a quick look at the housing. So look, made from polycarbonate ABS frame retardant. I don't know, NH1017 marking here, I'm not sure, no, that's the plant. 100A, plant number information and stuff here. This is a day code here, you go, 07 10 28 shift A. So I'll get you close up on that camera in a second in case you're interested. You probably won't be, but I'm going to show you anyway. There's the date stamp stuff there. Yeah, material identifiers there. This bit I'm not sure what that bit is for. Anyway, it's pretty standard stuff for plastics. I doubt I can get to it from the back. Oh, might be able to. Maybe I can. I'll see how lucky we get. Looks like it slides downwards. Hopefully I can leave the frame as it is and just leave the panel in the frame, just take it, the power supply at the back. Depends how they're constructed, sometimes you can't do that. So we have clips, there's a lot of screw, there we go, there's a screw over there. So that screw there out. It looks like it will slide downwards. Looks like it will slide downwards. I said it will look like, it looks like it will slide downwards. That's moving. What's holding that? Is it these? It is. It's these little screws here. Get those nuts off there. Okay, so I found a drive which fits those things. It's a 3/16 in case you're carrying. 5mm a bit loose on them, so it's sort of in between the two. So 3/16 seems to be about the right size for those. Let's get my driver, which will actually go onto that. Space here. So I expect it to be a partial power supply failure. Obviously you saw that green light come on. So it's probably got 3 or 4 rails or something like that on the power supply, and so one of them's also going to be dead. One of them's going to work and the rest is going to be dead, or maybe one of the other main ones are dead. Right, shield off, and there we go. Nice, very nice layout actually. I like that. Caps are bulging, so yeah, that's what I expected. Bulging caps. Show you on here a bit closer. There, got these rather 3 caps here. The middle one's definitely bulging. The one this side as well is also bulging very slightly. And get the camera to focus on it, I'll be able to show you. See that? Maybe you can. So those caps have definitely had it anyway. So I have to probe around, make sure it's de-energized enough. Then I'll do some testing. That cap there looks absolutely fine. Actually, that one there looks like slightly bulging compared to that too. So it looks like there's probably that row of 3 caps there. I've probably had it, and it's most likely all that's wrong. There's some staining around here. So you've got the main control board here, which is like the brains of operation, because you've got the DVI and VGA going in with the USB there next to it, which seems to disappear around strangely over here and vanishes off, which is a bit interesting. Maybe it's the one that comes through here, maybe it's the one that goes there, who knows. So obviously you've got power supply outputs here, backlight, maybe speakers as well. That's high voltage up here. Secondary transformer just there, so maybe that's like a boost circuit for backlighting. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, there we go. Right, so there's a secondary transformer right there, as I was saying, and maybe a secondary boost circuit or something like that. Might just transformer there too, so there's one there. So it could be boosting voltage up for the backlight. Entirely possible. So that's 5 wires. Oh, there it goes. I can see the wire going across the back here. Very interesting. We've got these other wires here. Maybe it kind of jumps through and comes back, maybe. That one there. I think it's that wire. Yeah, it's this wire here, which goes to there. So the chip, I don't know what that is. PUM 058CWHJLF. Caps on this board. They look fine. No signs of problems on these ones. So I think it's just the power supply here, this section. So I better just do some voltage checks to make sure it's all completely dead before I start touching anything. Mind you, I want to check voltage upwards anyway, so maybe I'll spin it around and have a look. Let's see if I can see labels. Sometimes there's labelling on these. So it's marked as plus 5 volts there, ground there. It's a multi-pin connector, but not all the pins are populated. And on the other side, we've got on, off, dim, PID. So there's not many supplies coming out of this thing. Not obvious to see what's going on, but the fact that the power indicator was on means the 5 volt rail is probably working. So obviously it's the high voltage stuff, so it might be PID, dim, or on, off, which is doing that. Probably the on, off. So maybe I won't bother about testing voltages just now. I can see I've got bad caps, so I'll just troubleshoot it from now. Check voltage on there right now just to make sure it's dead before I start probing properly. So on voltage, DC volts. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to be looking right now, but we'll figure that out. So there's a pair of wires. It's done in pairs. 2 5 volts, 2 grounds, and 3 individuals. That's what it looks like. So I'll shove one of this. Shove this probe here into ground. I think that's in. Let's see what we can find anywhere. Almost nothing. I'm not sure that's a good connection actually. It probably is a good connection. Well, let's just try this. Yeah, so I've definitely got a ground there. Just randomly probing around, see if I can find any voltages popping up. And what's a little bit sort of showing there briefly, it's a bit strange. Eight volts on there, probably not too bad, is it? Okay, well, it's kind of dead. I'm not measuring high voltages at least, so I'm probably just probe it on there as well, because I know I've definitely got a ground to the chassis. But the fact I'm not getting voltages from there means it's a little bit interesting. So if I shove that on the negative of that capacitor and probe around again, in case it's like an isolated supply or something. There's the 8 volts there, we go. Yes, must be like a floating chassis or something. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's discoloration around here. And that part there. So it's been getting warm, certainly has been getting warm. Hopefully these windings in this transformer are okay. With only 8 volts floating around, it's probably going to be fine. So I might just stick some on there, discharge that cap, and go from there. It's a danger mouse mug. So I'll just plug my little resistance box here in. That'll do. That should discharge quite nicely with that. Quite a high resistance, should do the job. And I'll just stick it straight across the cap. Could have used the meter as well actually, because it's got this low Z feature there too. I keep forgetting about that. Just don't need to be any stray voltages around when I'm trying to actually probe around diodes and stuff like that. Okay, I think we're done. So let's do some diode tests and just see what's going on with these diodes, just to rule those out as well as a potential problem. Also, these caps could be charged. I can't get to them to do that right now, so I'm just going to try my chances and see how we go. So that's charging up a capacitor. Here we go. That's because it's got a capacitor there, so it's obviously affecting the readings on that one. That's just a resistor, so yeah, that's fine. So this diode. Yep, fine. Fine. Another resistor, probably fine. So which one's a diode, which one's a regulator? That's a diode pack there. I can see the terminals that shows a diode. So you can see a diode pack there. Let's measure those. So it's got center common. It's okay that way. It's okay that way. Try the other way around. Give it a second, yeah, capacitor's affecting it. Same with the two, that's alright. Did I check this one? Don't think I did. Yeah, that looks alright. Also got the bridge rectifier, I suppose I should check that. Yeah, I can't get to the legs of that bridge rectifier. So I think that's all I can test right now. That is a MOSFET. I can see one of the legs marked as D, so that's definitely a MOSFET there. So I'll take it out and replace these caps, and I might install all of them actually. See if we look as far as values, and replace those, and we'll power it up again and see if it turns on. Right, let's get this board out. I should unplug these connectors as well too, shouldn't I? They're getting them mixed up. Although it may not matter. I want to make sure to get that okay, so let's mark those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Come off. And that is soldered onto the board, so that doesn't come off. Unhook it from here. Comes off that seam, so I'll probably just leave it attached. Those are like the actual soldered through. It's not actually a connector. Well, these ones here I can take out. Bit of luck. Get a spudger. There could be high voltages in these too, of course. Being possible, you know, likely to be backlight circuits, but I don't know. Should have discharged by now, I'd imagine. But I think I will take this connector off and work on it without this in the way. So I should move off now. Yep, nothing else. Great. Okay, so here's the board out. So it's just, look, you can see the dark area just there, hopefully. Take the lighting reflections off, you can see it's all dark around here. Getting warm, especially right there. On the back of the board it's actually got quite a lot of stuff on it still. So there's some chips on here and a few discrete components, resistors, diodes, a couple of caps, so a few little transistors as well. So there's quite a bit on the back of the board. So this side I think that's pretty basic, then look at this side, oh yeah, a bit more interesting. So what do we have here? LD 7552 BPS, AHSA, I think it is. Can't quite read it. AHSA5 maybe. Not quite sure about those numbers there. But those two parts are both the same anyway. 078938 something. I don't know, it must be a dedicated part or something, but anyway, bad caps. Probably see us bulging there naturally. So I'll take these caps out, and so I might just replace the whole lot, and I've done with it. So what we got here? 680 UF, 25 volts, 680 UF, 25 volts, same cap. 25 volt again, that's a 1000 UF. This thing here can't see because it's glued onto that face. But if I'm going to be in there doing this, I might replace that one too. Looks like 400 volt. That's probably right. I think it's going to be this side which is the problem. And the other one there is a 470 UF 16 volts. So these are all fairly common values and sizes, so I likely have the right parts here in my drawers. So we'll just take them all out. So yeah, all this goes, I put my new filtering stuff in this and there, so hopefully it goes a bit better. We'll see. It's the first time I used it since I did that. Find out. It may or may not be lead-free solder too. We'll find out about that too. I think it's lead-free. Based on how that's melting, I think that's lead-free. Let's just put some fresh solder on these. We'll do it this way. Makes it a lot easier. So there's that cap there. That actually looks like a cracked joint on that one. Yeah, it's a cracked joint this one. I think I might need to put some more heater on because of being lead free. Let's just do that. Melting a bit better now. Did about 350 and now I've got a 390. There's quite a large ground plane here too. I'm just using a really small tip on this too. I'm not using the right tip for this. But it's what's on the iron and it's all right, compensate for it. It's fine. Yeah, get that lead free crap out of there. Hate lead free solder. Anyway, this particular case is not the solder which is the problem. I think I missed one, did I? I don't know. No, I didn't. I'm not sure it's sucking very well actually. Okay, so I'll test all these ones, I've taken them all out. Sometimes the easiest way to do it is just to rock the things out and then clean the holes out afterwards. It's not sucking very well. Let's just use my other technique. I'll use it to clean the holes out afterwards. Sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. Okay. What I'm doing is just rocking it side to side. Each pad just gradually walks its way out. Eventually it will just fall out like that. Okay, then we've got one more there. The side you're melting is the side you leave away from. Done, that's all those caps out. Let's clean this up. Yeah, that is not sucking very well. Still crap. What's going on here? The vacuum there is really weak. Never used to be that weak. I think I might have a split pipe. Yeah, I think I've got a split pipe inside there. I think it's failed. Damn it. There's more than one way of doing this. Let's get the next method. Solder work. Let's change tips. This should be better. Okay, also done. The solder tag just there. Let's get it out. Right. So these caps. Let's short them out to make sure they're dead. Then I'll test them just to see what values I actually get. Then I'll replace them. Get my tester. So I just want to test them so I've got an idea of what is actually wrong. I like to prove things are wrong. There we go. Right, so I need to go to capacitance. I want to do series capacitance, ESR, and I change frequency to 100 Hz. Okay, so we go. 407 UF 0.8 ohms. That's measuring very low, and it is bulged. This one here, 0.4 ohms, 393 UF, also slightly low. Did I say it was? Yeah, so that's also our tolerance is also very low. See this one too. 511.5 ohms, still way out of tolerance. So yeah, they're all bad. And this one here, so 318, 2.4 ohms, also bad. So there's only one more cap on here, that's a big bulk cap. Could try testing that in circuit, see if we can get anything on it. Never know. It's a 400 volt cap. It may or may not give us a reading. Usually ones this big don't tend to give me a reading on this thing. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Can't do it. So it's not unusual for this though. It just can't read those caps. But this one probably can. Capacitance. Let's see what this thinks of it. Yeah, sort of 95 UF. Don't know. So because it's glued down, I can't just see what it is. My soldering iron's going to sleep. So it's 100 UF. So yeah, it's 100 UF. That's all I can see there. So that's within spec. So that one's probably still fine. I'm going to leave that one alone. Alright, let's get replacing these ones. So what do we want first? 1000 UF 25 volt. Well, 1000 UF 25 volt. Get it right around, also very important. Next one's a 680s. I've got only two 680s, don't I? Yep. Oh, I don't have any 680s. Interesting, I haven't got any 680s. I've got 470, but that might not be good enough. Okay, let's move on to this one. That's a 470. 16 volt. 470 25 volt. It's just, so this one will do. This will go in, I think. What's that one? You can't upgrade the voltage. There's another 10 volts, so yeah, I'll just do 16 then. So I'll definitely do this one here. So now I've got a bit of a dilemma here because I need 680s and I haven't got 680s. Is using a larger value going to matter? It might affect it. Let's have a look here. So those two are in parallel anyway. So those are the 680s that go there, they're in parallel. And then on the common of that diode, it goes through that inductor. It's over to here. It's another cap over here, that cap there. Which I haven't looked at, have I? I missed that one. It's not 1000 UF 25 volt. I missed that cap there. Let's do that one too. Let's take that one out. So all these caps are going to be bad. You must guarantee it. So just change them. These are elite caps. Elite. Guess it makes them really good, does it? So let's just check this one too. See what this one comes out as. So because those other ones are in parallel, means they're likely not to be a problem anyway. I can probably chuck a larger value in there, or a single capacitor of a larger value, and effectively be similar. I could put a larger value in and a small one next to it to give it the same total value. I could do that. That'll probably work fine. Series capacitance, ESR. It's a pain having to do this every single time you use the meter. Anyway, let's see what this one gives us. 912. This one's slightly low. It's within tolerance. This one's probably still okay, but I'm going to replace it anyway. So 680, so it'd be like 1360 total capacitance. So I could chuck in 1000 and 330, you'd be pretty close, wouldn't it? Side by side, that would do the job. But in theory it should be just as good, but is it really? Oh, I don't know. 25, yeah I do. These are all 25 volt caps, aren't they? So there we go, so do. So ideally I'd have 680s in stock. I need to get some 680s in. I mean, it's obviously something I don't normally use because otherwise I'd have some. Very rare for me to use 680s. Anyway, so in this case I can do a workaround. This gives me about 1330 instead of 1360. And because of the 20% tolerance that's generally on caps, shouldn't matter. I reckon it'll work alright. If someone's got some feedback on this particular technique and what I'm doing there, and you think I'm maybe doing it a disservice, let me know. Just going to solder one leg first and get them all positioned. Push them down to the board. Then I'll do the other leg. Okay, that'll do. So my guess here will be that that is now fixed. We'll find out shortly, I suppose. At least I can test it without fully reassembling it. And we just touch that solder joint snappy with that one. Just give it a clean. I'll test it out. I just like to leave stuff clean if I can. It's just a bit lazy not to do it otherwise. Solder balls there floating around. It's interesting. Just a straight piece of solder there. Just give it that too. Got stuff lying around. That's when I was trying to get the stuff off with the wick. Right, well, let's have a look around the rest of the board so I can see any issues on there whilst I've got it apart. If there's any cracked joints, that kind of thing. They're alright, I suppose. I can't really see anything here. That joint there is looking a little bit dodgy. So is that one. So is that one. Depends what angle you got the light at. No, I'll just resolder all of them. Now having a slightly closer look since I almost missed those before. Yeah, I think I do. That'll be good. Right. Let's put this thing back in the case. Just crap out of the way, don't need bits of grit cutting on the screen. So let's get it mounted like this and I'll power it up, stand it up and see if anything comes on the screen. Actually I might need that PCB for the on-off button, won't I? I need that to be working too. So maybe I will have to drop into the casing. Will it go behind it? I think it was behind it. Yeah. Right. Where's the other piece I need? I've lost it. Okay. So I think the other stuff is less critical. Let's plug those in. I'm fairly confident this will be working now. Fairly sure. So we've got that screen flex. Just to go down the end. Stand this up. Something there. Put it there we go to. USB jack on it. USB port. Yeah, it's just USB ports, so probably won't matter. Probably leave that unplugged. Hey, my subscriber count's dropped down. It was on 5,818. It's now 5,817. That's a bit disappointing. No, it happens. Okay, so I'm going to leave that offset like that. We'll plug the power in, stand it up, and see if anything happens. Won't actually have the power turned on yet. Stand it on its back. Should be okay like that. Power on. Nothing. Well, not got the phone plugged in properly. Ah, hold on a minute. That cap's bulged. That cap there is bulged. It's already failed. I thought I could smell something. Yeah. Okay, so that capacitor right there has died. Do you know why? I did something really dumb. I put it in backwards. I forgot to double check my polarity because I was too busy chatting. Put it in backwards, that's why it's blown. I better take that apart again. I better discharge it first. That was a bit dumb, wasn't it? Oh well. You probably saw on the video me putting it in backwards too. You didn't say anything, did you bastards? It's fine. I'm only joking. I'm not really a thinker bastards. Obviously not. See, you make mistakes. It happens. This is an easy one to fix. Turn that cap there back out again. Dumb. Dumb. Wake up. Yeah, well, shit happens. Okay, another one. Alright, let's put this one in. This time I'm going to put it in the right way around. Okay, let's try this again. That was a nice practice run anyway. At least I know how to get things apart really quickly now. Yeah. So when I plugged it in, I thought I could smell something, but it wasn't like a burning smell. Also, I could smell the electrolyte from that capacitor. Oh well. It's one of these things, you know, occasionally you'll forget to check a cap polarity and do it wrong. I try not to do that. I'm usually pretty thorough at checking them capacities, checking the polarity when I put the things in. Usually very thorough at doing that. You probably know some other videos I'm always pointing out, make sure you check it. That's why, because it's easy to get it wrong. Power cord back in again. Turn the power on. Let's see if we get the green light over here first. Okay, I've got back the green light, so that's working. And we have a display. There you go. It's fixed. Excellent, so now it's got to reassemble it. So yeah, buttons are working. So yeah, that's all sweet. Turn it off. Excellent. I'll put it back together. Also, I've already turned the power off over here. I should make sure I put a warning up. If you're working on high voltage power supplies like this, be bloody careful, because say it's 400 volts around here. You know, this is life-threatening kind of work, you know. If you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you touch the wrong thing, you don't take enough care, you know, expect a nasty shock or possibly death. Oh, you know, that's only fair, I'll warn you. I'll probably put a little, if I forgot to put a disclaimer at the beginning, sorry, but this is a disclaimer now. Dangerous. Right, let's put this thing back together in a case. Which way up? This way up, of course it's on around. So, oh, I've got to put that back. Almost forgot I've got to put that little cover back on here too. And I've got to tie that back down to those holders as well. So I'll snake that around there like that, so it's holding in place. Okay. So slide this up into those latches in there. Yeah, that's all those slid up. Slide up into there. Somewhere there's a metal screw. Here we go. Just put that back in there. Yeah. All these little screws to put back in. You have to make sure you get these nice and tight, because otherwise if you do up the little thumb screws on the side of the connectors, when you're actually putting the cables on and off, these can actually come loose, so you need to make sure these are nice and tight. But they also snap off if you're not careful, so you don't want to do them too tight. There's probably some kind of torque rating for these, but I've got no idea what that is. And as I don't have a torque wrench, it wouldn't matter anyway. Okay, just make sure they're snug. Right, so is that bit done? Let's flip it over the other way. I'm going to plug this plug in here. Now I can align it all properly after that. Set one in there, make sure this one's floating up the front, right at the back. Okay, that's in. Let's get the bezel. It's such a pain to get off there. I'll show you why. This is the back of the bezel there, and it's got these little snatches here. Right, so try and get a view. You can see both, hopefully. Maybe you can see it, I don't know, but you've got those catches here. There you go. There's a catch here that locks onto the metal frame, and there's a catch that locks onto the plastic frame. So they're sort of opposing each other, so you couldn't push it one way or the other. Anyway, not that big a deal. Just took a bit extra effort, that's all. Alright, plug this on, and I can push the casing down. That's in. Okay, all in. Right. Put the foot on the bottom. Actually, I'll put the screw in the back of that. This little screw here. Am I missing something? Oh, you dumb bastard. I'm missing something. I didn't put the screws around the screen. Take this back out again. It's fun. That was fun. Right. Go on, get in there. Here we go. Yeah, I've got to put the screws around the side of the screen. That was done. I wonder if I can get to it without taking the bottom piece of the panel off. Maybe I can. Might be able to. Like I said, everyone makes mistakes. I'm rushing, as you see. I've got a lot of things to get done, so I'm going a bit faster than I really like to. So I'm making more mistakes than I normally would do, and I've had a long weekend too. I've been working all weekend, so. This is Sunday evening and I've been working the whole time, so not as good. Being tired and not the best thing. Put it back out, there we go, it's that one. It's probably going to be enough anyway. Probably can get into it. Right. Why you should have a clean desk and see what bits you got left over. The amount of times I've done this, I've actually done this a few times now. You know, pull something apart, put it all back together and go, oh, where are these screws from? Bugger, take it all apart again. You know, I won't leave it without the screws in there if I, you know, Even if it's a bit of effort, I'll still do it. Because you should always just put them back in. Unless you know it doesn't matter. This holds the screen in, so it's kind of important. Something, not exactly something you can leave. So, anyway. Not that bad. This time to get the hard piece out, which is in the bottom there. And that one. And just get in there. Come on, drop in. Like to drop it into the back of the case, you have to strip the whole thing apart, aren't I? There we go, let's go. Right. All good. We made it, right. Quick, put the clips back in. That never happened, you didn't see anything. See, look, just where it was before. It's imagination. I didn't miss any bits, honest. Right. So now, back to that screw I was just going to put in. It goes in the back there, which holds the centre of the bezel. Which is probably out of shot, so there we go. Goes in there. We'll go over there for the foot. Which is these metal screws here. So it hooks into there like that. Get it lined up first before tying them all up. It's a bit glare from the lights, but tough. Otherwise you can complain about being too dark. So there's the back panel clip, there it is. That kind of sit in there somehow, sort of pops in there like that, and then sort of leave it in around somehow or other. Sort of slips in, there we go, down like that, and then kind of clips in. Done. Right, let's put the power cable back in again. I'm sure I've got any bits left over this time. Pair it up. And here we go. All fixed. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you subscribe, click on the bell icon as well, so you get to see my future videos. I repair all kinds of things, you know, whatever I have been working on at the time. It may be a monitor, maybe a piece of test gear, which is what I tend to lean towards. But anything I get my hands on, I'll fix. So make sure you subscribe and click on the bell icon. You have to click the bell icon as well, otherwise you don't get notifications. If you don't get notified, you don't get told about when I do a new video. So it's very important to click on that bell icon. Okay, so make sure you subscribe and click on the bell icon, and also share the video too if you're the only one that is interested in repairs or electronic stuff, or want to know what goes on with monitors. Obviously this one's particularly a Phillips. You know, share it around. You know, you can share this on social media or wherever, and that also helps me to grow the channel too, and you know, spreads the love a little bit. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.